So, Miss Daisy, well, Wyatt was lassoed on the ground by the marshal because he isn't doing well mentally. And Miss Daisy said, I have something that I would like to say. I feel somewhat responsible for all of this because I took him to the house where he lost his mind. And so they put me in the cell for questioning. I don't know what's going on. I hate that I'm missing it.
All right. Yes, I do. What's your number? You do. How professional. All right, there you go. Maybe.
It's Daisy.
Yes.
Right, so you're in here for questioning
Uh-huh.
on the advent of taking Wyatt to the sacrificial place.
Mm-hmm.
Would this have been the cave?
Do you want me to tell you the whole story?
Yes, please.
started in Blackwater. I heard Brad shout out, "I got 10 tickets." And me being funny, I walked up behind him and said, "Oh, this gentleman will be paying for my ticket because, well, I needed to go to Valentine as well." And we took the ride to Valentine. While we were up there, I said, "I know a house that's really fascinating. Do you want to see it?" And he agreed. It was me, Brad, and Wyatt on the balloon. And we went over to Van Horn. There's a greenhouse. I've been in that house before and nothing's ever happened, but when we went to the basement, he was not himself. Kept talking about sacrifices, and me and Brad ran out of there. We were trying to find the escape, and we ended up leaving Wyatt there. And ever since that night, sometimes when you would talk to Wyatt, he would be there as Wyatt, and then he wouldn't be Wyatt. He'd be what I like to call the creature.
The creature.
I call it the creature. I really don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's evil.
Seems like a bit of a devil.
He's still in there, I believe. He kidnapped me, and he took me to Brad. At first, he was talking about how he was going to take me to a cave. I was riding down to Saint Denis to get some sugar for my horse whenever I heard hooves behind me, and it was the masked Wyatt with the horns. And I asked him if he was following me. He said, "No, I'm just making sure you make it safe." And I said, "Oh, okay. Why are you wearing that creepy mask?" And he said, "Oh, to serve my lord." And I said, "Okay." He said, "So where are you going?" And I said, "Well, am I talking to Wyatt?" He said, Yeah, this is Wyatt." And then I proceeded to tell him where I was going, and then he said, "But this is,"
I'm so sorry.
he said, "You want to see a cave?" And I
Hold
said,
your
"No,
fish,
no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that." And said, "Actually, let me borrow your horse." And I knocked him off his horse and attempted to flee away from him. But I failed, and he hogtied me and he put me on the back of his horse. And he asked me if I had any love letters from Brad, and I said no. "Oh, do you think he will be at your funeral?" And I said, "No, I don't believe this is my last day." And he was going to take me to the cave. But then he changed course mid-journey and said that, "I'm taking you to Brad." And I thought, "Eh? But why?" And he said, "Well, even though Wyatt's gone, we still share the same blood. So that leads me to believe that Wyatt is still in there somewhere."
Was that the end of the story?
I mean, he did force me and Brad to get married, but I didn't necessarily mind. I don't know how Brad feels.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh,
Yeah, that door's locked.
oh no, I just
But
couldn't hear you. I was trying to get closer.
Oh, only just started speaking as you ran
Oh.
into the door.
It's alright then.
I feel responsible though because I'm the one that introduced him to the house where he's
Oh,
done his
I would like
sacrifices.
to know, Miss Daisy.
Yes.
Now, I saw you that night in Valentine. You were
Yes.
there with the White brothers and Mr. McDougal.
I was with Mr. McDougal.
That's right. So you were very aware of what was happening and what happened.
No, I stayed back. He Mr. McDougal wanted me to stay hidden, because he just heard that something was going on. And
Oh. So,
I rode with him.
therefore, you'd really call yourself an accomplice to any of Mr. McDougal's crimes?
I wouldn't say so. He tried to keep me unaware. But I must admit, I did get curious, and I pulled out my binoculars, and I did see the pile of men in Valentine. And then Mr. McDougal came back and said, "Oh, I don't know where my brothers went." And then me and Mr. McDougal rode off. We went on an adventure of some sort. I don't remember exactly where we went. But I
So
was
may
with
I
him.
ask, where is this house?
It's in Van Horn. I did write a note, and I left it outside to warn anybody not to go in there, but I think the native might have taken my letter. Seems
Okay.
to enjoy collecting them for whatever reason.
All right.
I can take you to the house, but I don't know that you would actually want to go.
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind sussing it out, obviously, and having a look.
Sure. It's in Van Horn. I've been in there several